Hello, welcome back everyone. I'm stuck at traffic lights. This is different, isn't it? Starting the vlog in the car. But I've got a lot to catch up with you all. I'm just on my way to Marks and Spencer's to return what I didn't keep from the Marks' haul. Oh, I hope you're not rocking about too much. It is freezing cold. Oh, just waiting for the seat to heat up a little bit. I don't know what I'd do about these heated seats. I really wished I'd have invested in a heated steering wheel. It just would have been everything. And who knows, I might still do that yet, because I would love a heated steering wheel. When it gets to this weather, I mean, I don't mind wearing gloves. I've got leather gloves, but I just always feel so stiff and cat-candid. So I prefer not to. It's okay wearing them out, but not driving. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to drop this Marks' stuff off, and I'm hoping to have a little browse in Dunelm as well, because I'm bored. I'm a little bit bored. So I'll see you when we get in there. It's nice to have a little browse around the shops and take some time out, I think. Oh, and I wanted to say, I'm glad you enjoyed the Marks' haul. It did exceptionally well, and I always seem to pick up new followers when I do a Marks' haul, and I'm finding it hard to pick them up any other way. I don't know how many of you will have stayed. You know, I've picked up about 200 new followers, which is amazing for me. But there was a couple of little catty comments on there about how slow I talked and described things. I can only be who I am, and I'm not going to be anyone else. That's just the way it comes out. But I wanted to thank my regular ladies for sticking up for me on that. It meant a lot. It really did, and I just wanted to thank you all for that. Yeah, the film did go down well though. You got to expect a couple of little negative. You've got to expect a couple of little negative comments, I guess. I really need to get something to hold this camera when I'm chatting to you in the car. I can see you rocking about. Anyway, let's go and have a look in Dunelm, and then we'll catch up over a nice cuppa. Well, that worked out well. Oh, excuse the beeps. Well, that worked out really well. I enjoyed that little browse around Dunelm. They have some lovely pieces in there. It's a little bit pricey. But I got some discounted grass leaves, faux grass leaves. I'm going to make a nice little winter bouquet, I think. I bought some willow. Is it willow? With the furry beads on. At Christmas, and I've not done anything with it yet, and I see them couple of bits there and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna get them. And then I spotted the grasses and they were half price, down to £3, so it's cost me £10, and I think the willow cost me £3 or £4. And I've got some faux eucalyptus I can put in with it to beef it up a little bit. Sorry if you're rocking about. But yeah, enjoyed that little browse. Enjoyed that little browse I did. There's some nice bits and pieces in there. Honestly, the roads are so bad from the winter. There's so many potholes, big holes, small holes. There you go, there's another one. Our councils, I don't know what they're doing with the money. It's just dire. Nothing seems to be getting fixed. Anyway, I'm gonna get home, have a cup of tea, and give you a catch up on what's been going on. There's good news and there's bad news. So, morning everyone. I can spot Dee's picture in the background there. Actually, I'm going to turn you round and tell you about this picture. This is a Doris Day song sheet, Secret Love. It's one of Dee's favourite songs, and she dedicated that to me when we first got together. Super cute. All the words are written inside as well. It's very old. She loves it. I keep saying we need to get a modern frame when we decorate the front room at least. But anyway, it is a super bright day. Super bright. I've got the bear on because it's absolutely freezing. But if you remember, I said yesterday in the car, I've got good news and I've got bad news. There's a mark on my screen. That's it. Yeah, so the good news is, and it's very small good news, it's a good job we didn't get the kitchen painted yet, because we had the boiler fitted, didn't we? Yes, we had the boiler fitted. It was major upheaval, major, and we're only just getting back to normal, to be fair. But let me show you what happened. This is the bad news. Ta-da! There you go. Yep, we sprung leaks. So I'm quite pleased that we didn't get the kitchen decorated yet. But yeah, it'll just have to get done, won't it? It is what it is. Oh, Bo wants to go out. So I thought this morning I'd try and get an arrangement together with those flowers. I've got some new makeup to share with you. I've had a wash the face, put the Saint Tropez facial mist on. I've got nothing else on. I've not put moisturiser on yet either. Yeah, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to share this makeup with you. I've not even tried it yet, so I don't know what it's going to be like. So we'll have a little play. Yeah, and do the flower arrangement. Something to do. Right, before I put the rollers in, I had this in my favourites, didn't I? It's the Beauty Pie Biologic Collagen Peptide Cream. I absolutely love this cream. It's so hydrating, unbelievable. Look, I've gone through more than half that jar. A lot. Little tiny dab on the eyes. Now the only thing with this is it doesn't have SPF, but I just like the way it's making my skin feel really, really nice. So I'll wait for that to sink in a little bit, and then I add an SPF over the top. Now the one I always use is the Arc Skincare Skin Protector SPF 30 Primer. I love Arc Skincare. I've spoken about it a lot on this channel, and this is a very reasonable priced SPF, to be fair. So that's what I've been doing, and that is the morning routine at the moment, pretty much, after cleansing and applying my Purity face tan. Right, so while that's sinking in, I'm just going to whack the rollers in, and I'll see you to do the makeup. Rollers in, very pretty. This is the makeup. It's called MII Cosmetics. I was asked if I'd like to try it, and I said yeah, send me some bits. So here goes. I've looked at the products, but I've not worn any of them yet. I just thought it'd be a little bit interesting. What have we got? We've got a lip liner. We've got a Mineral Radiant Natural Blush. We've got Hydra Boost Lip Lover and Velvet Radiance Face Base. So let's start off with this first. That's the bottle. Nice packaging. I'm hoping it's not going to be too light. What colour am I using? Truly. I think that says 08. I'm not sure. Let's give it a go and see what it feels like. It's quite runny. Light, quite light. Just whack it on all over. It's quite nice actually. It feels, I can feel moisture in there, that's good. the roller. I always prefer to do my hair. I always prefer to do my makeup when I've got my rollers in, because all the hair is out of the way. Yeah, that actually feels quite nice, and it looks quite nice. We'll buff it in a minute. I don't think this is expensive at all either. And I remembered looking on the website, they've got some nice pieces on there. I think I'm going to need some new rollers soon. These just don't seem to be doing the... Oh! These just don't seem to be getting as hot as they used to. I've had them a good few years now. So I find I'm needing to use the tongs more, and I don't like to do that because they're so much hotter. But anyway, we'll have a look when we take them out. So I'm going to blend that in now. It's actually quite nice. It's a light cover. I wouldn't say it's a very full cover, but it's nice. I like it. Lovely for every day. Right, didn't get an eyebrow pencil, so I'm going to use my Joan Collins compact. Throw some eyebrows on. Always direct the powder up. It just gives that little bit of lift on the eyes. Right, let's have a look at this Radiant Natural Blush. Blush beautifully and infuse your skin with a gentle touch of colour. I might put this on the eyes as long as it's not too pinky. Oh, it does look pink. Let's have a look and see what it's like. So you've got powder in there. That's actually quite nice. Let's get a brush. Just a little tiny dab in there and then dab it on the hand. Not sure that I like that. Not on the eyes anyway. It's a little bit too much for me. You know, I like my lights, ladies. Nice for a cheek colour though. I do like it for a cheek colour. I'm going to put some light in the middle there. Just going to go over that a bit with my Beauty Pie pen, because that will lighten that lid up. Better. That's it. This is like a very dark grey, I would say. I like the Studio 10 pencils. Now I'm just going over that rough, sorry about the traffic, and I'm going to use a brush to just feather that out a little bit with this one. I'm using this Volume Care mascara now. Oh. I used this a couple of years ago and it's brilliant. They asked me if I wanted to try a new one, and I did not hesitate at the chance. It's a mascara that's specially formulated for us mature ladies with not so many eyelashes, and it does really do a good job. I don't think there's anything in there that treats your eyelashes. It's something to do with the formulation and the brush, but it's very good. They do a serum for eyelashes, however. I don't have that. Right, next, let's try the lip shade. So this is a very nude, natural shade. And it's one of those swivel pencils. I quite like those. The good thing about a good nude pencil is that you can go over your lip line slightly and just make those thinning lips a little bit more fuller. And I'm going to fill in with this pencil as well. It's all very pinky tones, isn't it? I'm just not sure about that on my eyes. I think it will look nice on the cheeks though. Before I go any further, I'm going to use some concealer under those dark eyes. Right. Again, got to be the Beauty Pie. I am loving Beauty Pie. I'm going to put a new order in. I think I've seen some pieces on there that I really want. Just to give that little bit of brightness. It just works. It's just amazing stuff. Look, it just lightens them up straight away. This is where I'm dark. Here and in here. Pleases me every time. Let's try the cheek tint. I'm going to need quite a big brush for this one, I think. I've tapped it so that a lot of the powder's gone back into the pot. And I'm going to go in very gently with this huge brush from, I got this from Amazon. It's been really good. It's brilliant for just a brush of bronzer. Let's do that. Actually, I really like that. It's just a nice little hint of colour. That is nice, and it's got a slight, it always looks so heavy on here. It's not, trust me. It's got a shimmer in it, but not too much. I think you've got to be careful with our aging skin with too much shimmer. That's really nice. I like it. The lip gloss. Nice packaging. Oh, it's like a stripe lipstick. feels nice on. That is a nice nude colour. That is what I like. A good nude. I like that with the pencil. Very nice. One more coat of mascara and we're done. That's it. I'll leave all the links below, obviously. Let's take these rollers out. Foundation feels nice as well. It's not tacky at all. Yeah, the rollers are not doing... The rollers are just... don't seem to be doing their job. Don't know why. To get something new. I'd love a Dyson Airwrap. Have any of you got a Dyson Airwrap? And what do you think of it? Because I've tried one and I loved it, and I really want one. They're so expensive though. I just don't know if I can justify paying all that money on something to do my hair. But let me know your thoughts, ladies. I'm expecting some parcels today, so if they come we'll do some unboxing as well. But if not, then it'll be next time. So lovely that it's light out. Love it. I don't care about cold, just give me light. That's it. I'll leave that for a minute to settle down, get dressed, and I'll see you in a minute. That's it already. Plain and simple today, but a lovely outfit nonetheless. The Brora dress, this is just nice and cosy and warm, easy to wear. To be honest, I fling the belt off and just have it loose when I'm around the house. But we're going to do flower arranging, so I thought I'd make myself look presentable. The hair is okay, but it's definitely not as curly as it should be when I put my rollers in. Normally I put my rollers in and I have to wait for it to calm down. This is it. I think I need some new curlers. And I've noticed I've got a couple of squeaky floorboards. It's driving me nuts. So I'm going to have to be careful where I tread now as well. There you go, creaky floorboard. I've got a plain old polo neck under this today. And what I do, rather than roll them over, I pin them at the back so they're quite nice and high. I just think they look quite nice like that. Yeah, I just think they come out quite well like that. They're a little bit ruffled up here, but great for under this dress, I think. And the makeup doesn't look too bad. Very natural. Quite pleased with that. I love the foundation. I like the cheek and I like the lips. I didn't like the cheek on my eyes at all. But anyway, I'm going shopping soon after I've done this flower arrangement, and then I'll come home, get the jammies on and get the makeup off anyway, because that's what I do. I think the earlier you can take your makeup off in the day, the better. And you get all your night care. You know, you put that on early evening and it just makes it work that little bit harder. I think I'm not going out anywhere else today after I've done the shopping. So that'll be it. Yes, anyway. So this is the outfit. Like I say, old jumper, bra dress. Honestly, this bra dress is just so cozy and comfortable to wear. You've got a little dip in the hem there, Bose ball down there. The boots, the suede boots are old. I got these from Next some time ago, but if I can find something similar I will link it. And my deliveries haven't come yet. I'm hoping they do, because I'd like to do a little unboxing with you before I finish up today, but if they don't come, they don't come. Anyway, let's go downstairs and do the floral arrangement. Anyway, right, here we are. Now I've picked up this vase because I've got the red berries. I just thought it would look nice, and you can't see the stems in this vase. Excuse Bo just letting herself out in the garden. But if it doesn't work, I'm just going to grab it all and put it in this one. This is just a vase from Tesco's. So what have we got? I've got the Pussy Willow. I bought this a while ago in Tesco's. It was £3. I've got one of these from another bouquet that was from Tesco's. I just kept it. And then I've got the pieces that I bought in Dunelm, and the grasses. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. And I've got a couple of dried, badly dried hydrangeas from the garden, but I thought they could just sit in the edge there. This is what I'm saying, I might use this vase because I've just got a feeling it might look better. I'm not trained in any of this, it's just a practice, but we will see. So they are going to have to be cut, definitely. I've had these some time, and they do shed, as one just did. They just pick off. But I've had these since Christmas. I just didn't know what to do with them. Let's get some scissors. I'm going to have to shut that door in a minute. It's freezing. Yeah, I think about that cold. So I'm going to cut all of that off. If I can just break them. Oh God, that's very strong. I don't know why the camera keeps going dark. Maybe I'm not in the right position to do this. Oh God, they're all falling off. Okay, so they do molt. They are everywhere. Is that too long? We can cut them down after if they are. Right. Let's try a little bit of this grass, which is also going to have to be cut. £1 for this. I was quite impressed. It was in the actually that would look lovely in a tall pot, wouldn't it? It's actually quite nice. I don't know that I want to cut it. That is actually really nice. I'm going to have to cut that much off. Bo is playing and trying to get my attention. It's too tall, isn't it? Patience. I'm going to give it more try. Right, let's put the red in. This was what I was worried about, that it's just not going to be enough in the vase. My daughter's done one of these and I went round there and it looked beautiful and I said, oh, I want to do that. I'm always copying her. I'll spread that out. Yeah, I want that to stand in the middle a little bit more. Maybe I need some wire or something. Always tie it together, couldn't I? Yeah, actually that's not looking too bad. The beauty of these is that you can just bend the bottoms and then you reuse them. It's taking shape, it's taking shape. I might have to put it together though and tie it. I'll do this one shorter just to fill up that middle a little bit more. Now it's coming together. Put them in top there. I think the red needs to be a little bit shorter. Just going to take it down one. I actually quite like it. Mind the lights, Laurie, mind the lights. have any of this willow here. There we are. It doesn't look too bad. It's not the best. Let's go and put it somewhere. Yeah, go on, Bo, have a sniff. I'm not sure about this free bunch thing here, but the rest of it I actually really like. I love the grasses. I'm definitely going to be doing something else with them. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Just need to decorate the front room, don't we, Bo? Eh? Yeah, not sure about that at the bottom. Okay. In the garden we went. I've put in some bay that I've cut off the bay tree in the garden, and also a couple of twigs from the olive, and that just looks so much better, doesn't it? Yeah, I like it now. That's not a bad little bouquet for, I think it's cost around £12, and it's all reusable. Time to go shopping now, and I'll see you when I get back. Morning everyone. Don't know if you remember this from the latest new in haul. It was the nearly new cashmere. This is one brand that I'm really willing to shout about, because this cardigan is absolutely gorgeous. It would have cost, I think it was £60 on the nearly new cashmere website, but obviously if it was brand new it would have been a lot more expensive. But this is reconditioned. It is just like a new jumper that I'm wearing, and I'm over the moon with it, and I love the idea of what they're doing. You know, cashmere is very expensive, and I've got hair sticking up, and you know, not so easily affordable at the moment. So I think if you can get cashmere jumpers, cardigans, whatever, you know, they do men and women's, I'm pretty sure, then that's a bonus. I think it starts at around £30, which is not bad at all, is it? So the daughter's taking me out today to take some photos for the blog post of this cardigan, and this is what I've paired it with. The Reese trousers. I just think the cardigan shows up nice against a light colour. I've got the mushroom boots on from Dorothy Perkins because it is -3 out. 2 seconds, because that's her calling. That was Sarah on the phone. She's taking me out today in the car. I am really making the most of this now she's passed her test. And yeah, so we're going to go out and take photos, and she's outside. That's why the phone rang. So I'll see you in a bit. Back now from taking those photos. I forgot to take my vlogging camera with me. How stupid. Sarah phoned and she said I'm outside, and I was rushing round and I forgot the camera. It was absolutely freezing. It was -3 when we was there, and it was just so cold, and I had to take pictures of this cashmere jumper, which I love. I've got to say, it's so cozy. I really want to get on with this brand because I think it's just such a great idea. You know, I'll take cheaper cashmere all day long, and I think it's a great idea what they're doing. Bo is fast asleep, having her afternoon nap. She's very excited when I got home. She hates me going out too long. I was out for a good couple of hours. Yep, she's sound though. Like a little baby. Yes, I'm just warming up with a cup of tea. I've actually just been listening to the Newlyweds. Well, it's a podcast. I've listened to it on the phone while I've been doing stuff. I'm very windswept. You'll have to excuse the state of me. Yeah, the Newlyweds podcast. I've been watching that. I've been listening to that on the phone, and it's just so funny. And I've just noticed it's on YouTube as well. So, are any of you watching it or listening to it? Because I just think it's so funny what these people go through just to get married. I'd hate to be getting married again. It's a lot of stress. But the stories they come up with, they're just so funny. It's worth listening to if you want to have a good chuckle. Yeah, so I can put a little snippet in of what I took on the phone of Hyde Hall. To be fair, it was very bare, really, really bare, and a lot of the little gardens that I normally go in were all shut off, and I thought that was really sad. You know, why, especially, you know, if you was a new person and you haven't got an RHS membership, you've got to pay £12 to go in there, and you can't get in any of the little gardens. That annoyed me a little bit. I couldn't go and see Mum's bench. That annoyed me a little bit. And it was very bare. I took some pictures, I'll throw them up as well. I mean, there was still some nice stuff to look at. We had a nice cup of tea after in the cafe, that was lovely. But yeah, it was a bit disappointing. I expected more winter flowers, I think, than what there was. I was thinking about buying a hellebore while I was there. They're £25 at Hyde Hall. I mean, they looked beautiful. I've only ever had one hellebore in the garden, and I lost it, and I'm not sure about how they would keep. I'd like to buy one for my room upstairs because they're such a pretty winter flower. But I don't know a lot about them. I'm going to have a little read up. I didn't want to pay £25 for a plant that I'm going to kill within the first couple of weeks. So I'm going to have a read up on what we need to do to keep a hellebore happy. Have any of you got hellebores? Have you got any advice you could give? That would be handy. Yeah, so I might pop back and get one, because I've been looking in the other local garden centres and there isn't any. But these ones they had at Hyde Hall were beautiful. And I thought, I really want one of them. Really lovely little pretty flowers. Yeah. I was chatting away and the camera must have cut out. I'm still chatting away to you all. But anyway, let's have a catch up on the skincare routine. So if you remember, I shared with you all the new pieces that I was going to try. So far I think I've shared with you about the cleanser and a couple of other bits, I think. Today I'm going to talk about the Banish retinol that I've been using, and it's amazing. If you remember, let's do that. Sorry, it's not very pretty. If you remember, I've shared a few times on here the micro needle tool that's actually by Banish. It's a brilliant little device that I use to help my pores. I had some scarring on my chin that has more or less completely gone now, and it really helped. And they asked me if I'd like to try their new retinol. So of course I said yes, and it's really good. And I have a continuous discount code with Banish, by the way. So that will be left down below, or I'll add it up here. But first let's do some cleansing and we'll talk about this Banish retinol. Now, I'm going to do a double cleanse because I've got a lot of makeup on from photos. Well, I did have. But this cleanser is really good. I'm going to double cleanse. Oh. Excuse the tap. Just one more, just to be sure. Better. Yeah, the cleanser, I'm impressed. It's like putting a really mild soap on your face. It's so foamy, you need the tiniest amount. I think this tube would last me all year. I really do. Tiniest amount. It's not drying at all. I really like it. Really like it. Yes, but the Banish, let's see what it says. This water milky based serum is packed with tons of ingredients that can help increase collagen to fight aging or damaged skin, reduce acne and resurface the skin, which is what we need to do in our older age, because our skin is not automatically shedding and resurfacing because we're older. It's a lightweight serum that sinks into skin quickly. It does. No flaking, no dried out skin. For all skin types. Benefits: more even toned looking skin, plumper and firmer feeling skin. Skin feels and looks smoother. Reductions in acne breakouts. I would agree with that. I think most retinols do that. Reduced appearance of fine lines. That's why I'm doing it. Doesn't cause pilling on the skin, and it doesn't. I can vouch for that. It says 4 weeks and you'll notice a difference. I use retinol all the time and I was looking forward to using this. Now, when I use this, I don't use anything else. I don't use a moisturiser on top. I just use the serum, any retinol serum, and let this do its job. Now, I use the Purity Facial Tan every other day, but this will take it off. This will take that tan off. I don't mind that. I think I really need my retinols, and this leaves my skin feeling great after. It's not over drying at all like a lot of retinols are, but I always use an exfoliator, a very fine grade exfoliator the next morning, and maybe I'll start the next vlog off in the morning, tomorrow morning, using my preferred exfoliator, because I feel that it just needs that little bit more of a polish off after, because my skin is older. So yeah, that's why I use the exfoliator. But this is lovely, lovely. I'm going to put some on. I use the pipette, so I've just put one pipette on there. I don't want to waste it, so not on the eye area, by the way. Don't ever put retinol on your eyes. but this is going to help with those larger pores that I've got coming here as well. And I'm really pleased with it. In fact, I've been pleased with everything that Banish have done for me so far. I'll show you the tool in a minute because that's my beauty routine finished, apart from some eye cream I'll put on in a little while and my 8-hour cream on my lips. But yeah, that's it, job done. I'm just going to put a little bit more on my neck because we don't want to forget that area. And I'm going to start using some on my chest, I think, as well. On the chest area. I've looked after my face all my life, not my neck and not my chest. And boy, can you tell the difference. So start now, ladies, if you're younger. The Banish tool, let me find that. Here's my Banish tool. If you've watched any of my other beauty vlogs or weekly vlogs, you will have seen me use this. You do not use this when you're using retinol. I will use this in a couple of days' time, knowing that my skin has settled down from using the retinol. But yeah, so that's the Banish tool. It's a really, really fine. Let's see if I can focus that. I know I've done it before. And if you can see them tiny, tiny, tiny needles. And I press that. Press and twist. Press and twist. I'm just using it in this area now, and the skin is looking good. The pores have definitely shrunk a little bit. I'm really, really pleased. But the main reason I wanted this was last year I had some scarring on my chin from wearing the face mask, and it completely fast forwarded my skin into repair. Very, very pleased. Good for dark spots as well. So that was tonight's skincare. Not a lot to do, was there? Didn't take long. I'm going to leave that now to do its job, and I'm going to go and cook dinner. I am going to bid farewell now. I think this vlog is long enough. Oh my goodness, look at the hair. Right, I'm going to go and make dinner now. If you've managed to make it to the end of the film, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Love to you all.